And I haven't seen one of these where somebody doesn't crack up in the end of their speech. And I got to tell you, I tried this speech several times in my bathroom, and I cracked up when I was alone in the bathroom giving the speech to myself. So. First of all, Secretary Armitage, Admiral Waringa, Rich Millies, thank you very much, Admiral, for hosting this ceremony. Retirement ceremonies are about three things. They're about honoring the retiree, saying thank you, and saying goodbye. I'm extremely pleased that you've all come today. Admiral Waringa, you honor me by hosting this ceremony, and Rich, you as well. Ambassador Armitage, Secretary Armitage, you honor me by your kind and generous remarks and all the things that you have done for me over the years. Now, as for saying thank you, if I truly thanked everybody who helped me along the way, we'd be here for a very long time. And I never had to worry about what was going on back at DSEA. In fact, General Kohler, General Walters, General Rame hardly even missed me because they would always go VFR direct to these guys anyway. So these are truly fantastic people, extremely competent people. Then there are former deputies. I see Hank Stratman sitting over here. I actually had a deputy that made Major General. Hank Stratman went off to Iraq, served very honorably, now is retired. I'm going blank here. Nancy Morgan, is Nancy here? Did Nancy show up? Nancy Morgan, who's now an SES over at MDA. Vic Raphael, who's now over the State Department, who previous deputies who took very good care of me. Then there were my deputies in DPMO. Is Bill Jordan here? There he is. And is Kay Whitley here? There she is in the back. Well, Kay and Bill saved me many times from the, how should we phrase them, the activists, people who thought that I had 102 POWs in my basement, and took very good care of me and saved me and kept me out of trouble many times. They made that job an enjoyable job. Then there's all of my colleagues in the security cooperation business, and I know I'll get in trouble here, but all the current directors in DSEI, there's Ann Cataldo and Fred Lodge and Mark Shear there, and Vanessa Murray and Jeannie Farmer and Kate Cannon, our general counsel, who were a pleasure to work with, who tolerated me and let me be me and make my sometimes.
Will the guests please rise for the presentation of the award? Military members, attention orders. The Secretary of Defense Medal for Meritorious Civilian Service with Silver Palm is awarded to Mr. Edward W. Ross and recognized for meritorious civilian service as Principal Director for Operations, Defense Security Cooperation Agency, Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy from July 1994 to December 2007. With a broad background of bilateral defense relations and extensive security cooperation experience, Mr. Ross exemplified selfless dedication and competence with innovative and effective approaches to building partnership capacity and gaining access and influence with United States friends, allies, and coalition partners around the world. His vision and leadership were directly responsible for contributing to the national security of the United States in time of war. His direction of foreign military sales programs for key allies in the global war on terror improved the armed forces' combat effectiveness. His leadership, innovation, and effectiveness in United States arms sales to Taiwan served to bolster and strengthen the defense of Taiwan and promote stability in the Taiwan Strait. The distinctive accomplishments of Mr. Ross reflect great credit upon himself, the Defense Security Cooperation Agency, and the Department of Defense.